Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you all about how to make money on Instagram. Before I start, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room because you may or may not be able to tell, but I have a black eye. I did not get punched in the face. I am fine. It was a beauty trick gone wrong. So please don't comment like, this chick got punched in the face, like why does she have a black eye? I'm sorry. I was gonna not film until it's gone, but it's been here for like a week, so the show must go on. So I am a full-time influencer. That is my full-time job. I've been doing this for about 5 or 6 years. So I did all of the New York City fashion internships when I was in school. I worked at Condé Nast, I worked at Interview Magazine, I did fashion events at Milk Media, I was like working under Lady Gaga's stylist. I did all those internships. And then when I graduated college, I was like, okay, either I join a fashion magazine and that's my job, or why don't I try to kind of do it myself? And I started my blog and my Instagram, and 5 years later, I'm earning 6 figures full-time working for myself. Could not be happier. So if that's also a dream of yours, I'm gonna walk you guys through the steps that I took to get there to make money. Let's begin. Let me pull up my notes. So the first question is, how many followers do you need? And the answer is not as many as you'd think. It all depends on engagement. So if you have 100,000 followers and you maybe bought them all, or they're all bots, or they're not engaged followers, brands are never gonna work with you because that's not producing any ROI for them. They're not making any sales or creating any brand awareness with 1 million fake followers. But if you have 20,000 followers and they're all really engaged and they all follow you because they love your content, that's 20,000 eyeballs that could make a sale. So it really doesn't matter about the number. What more matters is the engagement. So you really want to work on creating engaging content, whether that's visually engaging, maybe you just take really beautiful photos, maybe it's entertaining, maybe you have a hilarious personality and you let that shine in everything that you do on Instagram. Maybe it's informative, maybe you are sharing tips and tricks or DIY hacks, or maybe you know a lot about cars. Like whatever you are an expert in, focus on that. So that goes into my point of pick a niche. So if you want to make money on Instagram, you have to have a niche. So when someone goes to your profile, they should be able to tell exactly what your profile is about by looking at it. So for me, I am like a fashion and lifestyle influencer. I mostly post fashion, but I'm also really into health. So when you go to my profile, you see outfits and like a little bit of like lifestyle and like scenery and stuff like that. So pick your niche and stick to it. So every post you create should kind of be about that niche and stay consistent. Consistency is key. So if you're gonna post once a day, post once a day. If you're gonna post once every other day, post once every other day. But you really wanna like stay consistent and not like disappear for a month and then come back and post a bunch and then disappear, because followers like to know what to expect. One of my really good friends, Alyssa Lenore, I'm gonna use you as an example. Every morning she wakes up, she posts her story, it's a bed, and then she has her coffee, and then she goes and does her work, and then she shares her outfit. So every day people know what to expect, and people like that consistency. So stay consistent. I struggle with this too. Sometimes I get lazy. A tip that I learned actually from James Nord, who runs FOR, which is a platform that connects influencers to brands, he always says, before hitting publish on anything, ask yourself, is this informative? Is this entertaining? Or is this inspiring? And if it's none of the above, don't post it. Although you will be surprised about what people find inspiring. Like sometimes I'll post my avocado toast and be like, who the fuck wants to see my avocado toast right now? Like no one cares. But someone might see that and be like, ooh, like I wanna make that, that looks good. And like they feel healthy for the day and like that inspired them. So you never know. So don't doubt yourself. Okay, so you've created this amazing feed, you're shooting all your content, you're really proud of the content you're creating. The next step is, how do you now make money? So once you start posting and you're creating a really good feed and you're creating content that's on brand and consistent, you'll be surprised. Brands are going to start reaching out to you. So make sure you always have your email in the bio of your Instagram profile, so when brands see you and want to work with you, they know where to contact you. I think for me, brands started reaching out within 6 months, maybe less, maybe 4 months of me starting my brand. And so what to do when a brand reaches out. So say you get an email from a brand and they say, hey, I'd love to work with you. They'll either offer you a gift in exchange for posting, or they'll offer you monetary value. So let's start with the gift. So say a brand emails you and they say, hey, love your profile. We sell sunglasses. I'd love for you to wear one of our sunglasses and post about it on Instagram. You can either accept the gift, and that is a great way to start working with brands and start getting comfortable with working with brands. You know, when I first started, I definitely accepted a lot of gifting because it's just a really great way to get your foot in the door. And then after you do a gifting campaign, you now have that brand contact, you can build that brand relationship, and down the line, maybe that brand will start paying you. So you accept the gift, you say thank you, you go, you post about it, send the photo to the brand, be like, thanks so much, here's the photo, my followers loved it, would love to keep in touch. Say you get that email and you want to make money. You're like, I don't want the sunglasses, I want the sunglasses and some cash. You can write back and you can say, hey, thank you so much for reaching out. I love your sunglasses, I love your brand. Unfortunately, I'm not accepting gifting, but I would love to work on a sponsored post. Do you have budget for this campaign? And so the brand, when you're starting out, I think like see how much the brand is willing to pay you first, because when you're really new and you're a really small account, you may not have like a rate card yet, you may not like have a media kit. So starting out, like just see what they'll offer you. Maybe they'll offer you $100 to post. Great, that's a great start when you just are beginning. And then your rate will increase from there. And on the other hand, say a brand reaches out and they want to pay you. They say, hey, we'd love you to shoot these sunglasses. Our budget for this is $50. Don't be afraid to negotiate. You can respond back and be like, thanks so much. My rate for one Instagram photo actually is $200. And then you guys can negotiate and come to an agreement on a price that you both agree with. And as you grow, you can start increasing your rates. You know, don't be afraid to push the boundaries of what you think you're worth. Like, I'm sure you're worth a lot more than you think. You know, when you think about marketing, like, do you know how much it costs a brand to hire a photographer, get a location, hire the models, like do the set? They're saving so much money by working with an influencer, so don't forget that. Brands spend so much money on a photo shoot and you're just doing it for them. So don't be afraid to price yourself as you deserve. So that's what you do when brands reach out to you. You can also totally reach out to brands yourself. And this is something that a lot of people don't do. And to be honest, I have only recently just started doing it a lot more. Outreach to brands. So that's another really great way to pitch yourself. It is harder to reach out to a brand and be like, hey, you want to pay me? But you can do it and it does work. So one way to do it is, like I said, if you've done gifting with a brand before, or you've done a paid collaboration with a brand before, you know, say in a few months, follow up, be like, hey, I loved working with you on this. Here's how many likes it got, blah, blah, blah. I would love to work with you again. Do you have anything coming up? Is there anything you want to promote? Like, I'd love to work with you. But if you want to work with a new brand that you've never worked with before, it's actually a lot easier than you'd think. So the first thing you want to do is find the correct brand contact email. So you can either go on LinkedIn and like try to find the right contact, or you can just DM the company and be like, hey, I'd love to work with you. Is there a best email contact I could reach? You know, unless you're emailing like Dolce & Gabbana, like start with smaller brands and they'll be like, yeah, here's the contact. So then you email the PR person. Hi, my name is Lily. This is my Instagram. I would love to work with you. Let me know if you're interested. The brand will respond. They'll either say no or they'll say, yeah, like what did you have in mind? And then you respond, here are my rates. I'd love to do a story or a sponsored post or both. This is my rate. Let me know your thoughts. And then you can go from there. There's also platforms you can join as well that connect brands to influencers. So one of them is for.co. I will link all of these below, by the way. For is great. They work with amazing brands, and basically there's a roster of influencers of all shapes, sizes, and follower count, and the brands pick the influencers they like to work with. There's also platforms like #paid, and Aspire IQ. So Aspire IQ, they show you all of the available campaigns on their platform, and you can go in and you can apply to the ones that interest you. So those are for sponsored posts, which is the majority of the way influencers make money. Most of it is through sponsored posts, but you can also use affiliate links. Affiliate links are making a small commission off of links that you share. So for example, when you see a blogger posting a swipe up story, like swipe up for my shirt, most of the time that will be an affiliate link. So if someone sees my shirt and goes and buys it, I make a small commission off of the link. So that's a really great way to make money too. You can sign up with Reward Style, which I think is by referral only. I'm honestly not sure. I think it used to be. Or you can also use Shop Style. Shop Style is really great because they pay you per click and also per purchase. I can't pronounce it. Reward Style only pays you per purchase. And the last way you can make money with brands is creating content for the brand. So maybe you don't post it on your Instagram, but you go take a beautiful photo in their shirt, and then they can use that photo for them to put on their website, use on their Instagram, put on mailing lists, whatever. And you charge them for A, the time spent creating the content, and B, the usage right. So those are the three main ways that you can make money on Instagram. So yeah, I hope that answers any questions. And I think at the end of the day, the most important thing is just, I know it's cheesy, but like being authentic and like staying true to yourself. Because it's really easy to get influenced by what everyone else is doing and follow trends, but at the end of the day, the only thing that sets your content apart is the fact that it's you, and there's no one else in this world that has the style, point of view, life history, and personality that you do. So just stick to yourself and don't be afraid of what people are gonna say. Who cares what people think, if they're gonna judge you? In the beginning phases, it is awkward when you're transitioning from regular girl with Instagram to all of a sudden girl posting her skincare routine and adding swipe up links. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But it's not embarrassing. Making money, doing what you love, and making your own hours and being your own boss and like working with brands you would only have dreamed of working with. So on that note, go out there and kill it. And let me know in the comment section if you guys have any other questions. And don't forget to subscribe, okay? Love you, bye.